You are assigned as the officer on Engine 1. 3 engines, a ladder truck, and a battalion chief are dispatched. If you upgrade to a working fire assignment, you will receive an additional engine company and ladder truck. If you request a second alarm, you will receive the working fire assignment and an additional 2 engines and a second battalion chief for a total of 6 engines, 2 ladder trucks, and 2 battalion chiefs. You will also receive a Code 2 EMT private ambulance. Subsequent alarms will bring you an additional 3 engines and 1 ladder truck. For the purposes of this simulation, you will only be allowed to place your first alarm assignment, and if you upgrade to a working structure fire assignment or call for a second alarm, you may assign an additional engine and truck. The battalion chief responding will be delayed. You will be first on scene and you may not pass command.
Structure fire assignment for Engine 1, Engine 2, Engine 3, Truck 1, and Battalion 1, 247 Marietta Avenue, across the 3rd Street, District 2219. Engine 1, Engine 2, Engine 3, Truck 1, and Battalion 1. Structure response 247 Marietta Drive. 1612 hours.
Fire dispatch and incoming units. Engine 1 on scene with 3 at 247 Marietta Avenue. I have a 2-story garden-style apartment with 1 unit on the 1st floor well involved in fire. The fire is extending to the 2nd floor. Engine 1 is laying a supply line from Marietta and 3rd. My firefighter is pulling an 1 3/4 and attacking the fire on the 1st floor from the outside. My driver will assume the first half of the 2 out. I will be Marietta IC. The command post is at Engine 1 on the tactical Alpha side. Dispatch a second alarm assignment. Staging will be 1 block south on Marietta. This will be an offensive fire attack. I will conduct a 360 and report any significant findings.
Fire dispatch copies. Engine 1 on scene of a 2-story apartment with heavy fire showing from the 1st floor that's extending to the 2nd floor. Engine 1 is establishing Marietta IC. The command post will be at Engine 1. Engine 1 is laying in and the firefighter is attacking the fire from the outside. Stand by for your second alarm units.
All incoming units, Marietta IC. Be advised our incident objectives are to conduct a primary search in all units and limit the fire spread to the involved units on the 1st and 2nd floors. Alpha Bravo Corner.
Engine 2 on scene with 3.
Engine 2, Marietta IC.
Go for Engine 2.
Engine 2, Marietta IC. You are Division 2. Pull a line from Engine 1 and go to the 2nd floor. Your objectives are to conduct a primary search and extinguish the fire. Assign your driver as the second half of 2 out and have them secure the utilities.
Engine 2 copies. I will be Division 2 and my driver will be 2 out.
Truck 1 on scene with 3.
Truck 1, Marietta IC. There's a spot for you in front. You are the roof division. Go to the roof and perform vertical ventilation. Coordinate location and timing of your cut with Division 2.
Truck 1 copies, roof.
Ambulance 1 on scene.
Ambulance 1, Marietta IC. Stage in a safe location with access to the scene.
Ambulance 1 copies.
Engine 3 on scene with 3.
Engine 3, Marietta IC. Take charge of my firefighter. You are Division 1. Your objectives are to conduct a primary search and extinguish the fire on the 1st floor.
Marietta IC from Fire Dispatch. Your second alarm units are Engine 4, Engine 5, Engine 6, and Truck 2.
Marietta IC copies Engines 4, 5, 6, and Truck 2. Dispatch PD for crowd and traffic control.
Fire Dispatch copies. Engine 3 copies Division 1. Take control of your firefighter, primary search, and fire knockdown.
Truck 2 is on the scene with 3.
Truck 2, Marietta IC.
Go for Truck 2.
Truck 2, Marietta IC. You are rapid intervention crew. Conduct a 360, soften the structure, and formulate a RIC plan.
Truck 2, I copy. We're the Rapid Intervention Crew.
Engine 2 driver, Marietta IC.
Engine 2 driver, go.
Engine 2 driver, Marietta IC. I am reassigning you to Division 2.
Engine 2 driver, copy. Report to Division 2.
Division 2, Marietta IC.
This is Division 2. Go ahead.
Division 2, Marietta IC. I just assigned you the driver from Engine 2. This makes your crew strength 3 for accountability. What is the status of your primary search, and do you have fire knockdown?
I see from Division 2. We are conducting the search and have a moderate amount of fire on 2. Copy, I'm getting my driver in Division 2. Division 2 to Roof Division.
Roof Division, go ahead.
Division 2 to the Roof Division. We can hear you on the roof. It sounds like you're one apartment to the south.
Roof Division copies. We'll relocate and begin our cut.
Engine 4 on scene with 3.
Engine 4, Marietta IC, standby. Division 1, Marietta IC.
Marietta IC, Division 1.
Engine 1, I need more line.
Division 1, Marietta IC, what is the status of your primary search, and do you have fire knockdown?
IC, Division 1. We are unable to complete a primary search due to heavy fire on the first floor.
Marietta IC copies. Heavy fire on the first floor. Break. Fire dispatch, Marietta IC. Dispatch a third alarm and have them report to staging.
Fire dispatch copies. Marietta IC requesting a third alarm.
Engine 4, Marietta IC.
Go for Engine 4.
Engine 4, Marietta IC. Establish a secondary water supply. Pull a 2.5 and report to Division 1.
Engine 4 copies. Establish a water supply and pull a line to Division 1.
Division 1, Marietta IC. I've just assigned you Engine 4. They're bringing you a 2.5 line. For accountability, this brings your crew strength to 7.
Battalion 1 on scene.
Battalion 1, Marietta IC. Come to the command post for a face-to-face transfer. Chief, upon arrival, Engine 1 found one unit on the first floor well involved in fire, with extension to the second floor. My firefighter attacked the fire on the first floor from the outside. Currently you have Engine 3 as Division 1 on the first floor with my firefighter and Engine 4 for accountability of 7. They report that they are unable to complete a primary search due to heavy fire. Engine 2 is Division 2 with a crew strength of 3. They are reporting a moderate amount of fire and are working on their primary search. The Roof Division is Truck 1. They are performing vertical ventilation in coordination with Division 2. Truck 2 is Rick. Ambulance 1 is standing by. Engine 5 and 6 should be arriving and staging shortly and have requested a third alarm but do not know the units in the third yet. I recommend that we assign additional engine companies to Division 1 and 2 in order to expedite the primary search and get knockdown in both divisions. We also need to get into the adjacent units on both floors for primary search and extension. We need to assess the attic after vertical ventilation. If there is fire in the attic space, we should assign another truck to the Roof Division. I am ready to answer any questions you may have.
An incident commander will be faced with many decision points at every incident. There are several decision points in this scenario that we should discuss. The first decision point occurs when choosing the initial attack on the fire. The incident commander elected to have his firefighter hit the fire from the outside to take the BTUs out of it. This decision was made since it would not be possible for the initial attack crews to enter the first floor unit due to the large amount of fire present. Since entry was not possible on the floor initially, and the line was already in operation there, the second due engine was sent to the second floor and assigned to establish Division 2. By the time the third due engine arrived on scene, the fire on the first floor was knocked down enough to allow entry into the apartment on the first floor. The second decision point came when assigning the first truck to the roof. Initially, it appeared that the fire was extending to the second floor. Considering the fact that fire doubles in size every minute and the time delay in placing lines in service because the first engine stopped to lay in from the hydrant, charging the hydrant line and pulling the initial attack line, it is reasonable to expect that it would be 3 to 4 minutes until water was applied to the fire. This means the fire would be at least 3 to 4 times larger. The growing fire, unchecked by attack lines for 3 to 4 minutes, will certainly extend to the second floor, which would have required vertical ventilation. Lastly, the incident commander elected to assign the second due ladder truck as a rapid intervention crew. While in some agencies this may be unusual, there was more engine work than truck work needed on this incident. Additionally, the RIC equipment is frequently carried on the ladder trucks and the personnel are usually more familiar with it.